Title: Phoenix Rising, Emboldening Self-Belief. Introduction. From the smoldering embers of struggle rises a radiant bird that has become a symbol of transformation for cultures across the globe. The phoenix is more than a myth. It is a mirror to our own journeys of growth and self-belief. In this script, we will walk together through 5 chapters, each illustrating an ancient lesson that fuels the modern flame within. We will blend the time-honored words of philosophers and stories of heroes with practical steps you can take today. Let us set our inner fire ablaze and rise like a phoenix. Chapter 1: Lighting the First Flicker. In ancient Egypt, a child named Imhotep was born into poverty, unrecognized by his village. Even as a boy, he taught himself to draw the geometry of the Nile, finding patterns where most saw only water. When he was a young man, a drought threatened famine. Imhotep proposed building reservoirs, a bold idea that many elders scoffed at. Yet, when the rains arrived, the community was saved. His early willingness to believe in his insight, despite no one acknowledging it, set the tone for the legendary architect of the Luxor temples, whose mind was a phoenix reborn from doubt. Motivational insight. True self-belief starts with a single spark, an idea that makes you proud to present it, even when no one else sees its value yet. Concrete application. If you have a passion or skill that feels unacknowledged, write it down in a journal each morning. Declare to yourself with a bold line, "I know this is worth sharing." Treat this statement like a small flame that must be nurtured daily. Conclusion. Each day you affirm your inherent worth, you kindle the fire within. Call to action. If you want to keep the fire going, please like this video, share your own spark in the comments, and subscribe for more stories that inspire resilience. Reflective question. What is that hidden idea or skill that you have been too shy to speak about, and how can you begin to declare it to the world? Chapter 2. The Ashes of Crashing Fog. In the 5th century BCE, the Greek city-state of Sparta endured a crushing defeat at the Battle of Leuctra. Their soldiers were left in despair, thinking their strength had vanished. Yet, they gathered together, cleaned their swords from the ash of their fallen, and vowed to become stronger. Their next battle at Mantinea turned the tide, and Sparta learned to rise after the fall, a lesson in learning from failure. Motivational insight. Ash is merely the residue of fire. The ashes are the material for the next triumph. When we accept the lessons of failure, we turn the ashes into the building blocks of our next leap. Concrete application. Record each setback in a failure journal, not as a failure but as a lesson. Ask yourself, what did this experience teach me? Then write a specific action that will turn that lesson into forward momentum. Conclusion. Resilience is formed by repeatedly letting the flames burn out and reigniting them with new purpose. Call to action. If this chapter helped you see failure differently, like and share, and click subscribe to keep renewing your phoenix. Reflective question. When a recent setback felt like the end of your flame, what small lesson did you learn that could let you rise again? Chapter 3. The Hollow of Courage. In the Chinese dynasty of Song, a young scholar named Wang Anshi was summoned by the emperor to reform land policy. The plan was risky, and the court feared its fallout. Wang gathered his courage, faced the crowd, and spoke his truth. Even when he was dismissed, his boldness inspired a new movement that ultimately improved the lives of thousands. Motivational insight. Courage is the hollow in the bird's chest that holds the fire. It allows you to launch your ideas even under pressure. Concrete application. Set a weekly courage quota. Choose one task you're avoiding because it's uncomfortable, perhaps speaking up at work, asking for a raise, or starting a new project. Commit to completing it within the week, even if the result is uncertain. Conclusion. The act of daring to rise is the true catalyst that transforms ashes into wings. Call to action. Like this chapter if you feel ready to speak up, share your courage stories, and subscribe for more practical courage-building exercises. Reflective question. What is one small act of courage you can commit to this week that moves you closer to your Phoenix goal? Chapter 4. The Sundown of Purpose. In the Roman Republic, the general Scipio Aemilianus led a campaign that cleared the war-torn city of Carthage, securing peace for his people. Yet, beyond military victories, he ensured that the city was rebuilt with gardens, aqueducts, and roads that would benefit future generations. His work showed that purpose extends beyond immediate gain, building something that outlives the self. Motivational insight. When your purpose is aligned with a greater good, the flame is fueled by something larger than you. Concrete application. Identify the core impact you desire in the next 12 months, family, community, business, or your field, and map a micro step that moves toward that impact. Write it down, set a deadline, and track progress weekly. Conclusion. Aligning your fire with purpose keeps it sustainable and transformative. Call to action. If aligning your purpose excites you, share your goal in the comments, and remember to subscribe so you can stay aligned on your journey. Reflective question. How can you align your daily tasks with a purpose that will endure beyond your own lifespan? Chapter 5. The Sky of Heritage. In the Americas, the Maya built stone calendars that encoded cycles of the heavens, a testament to their belief in renewal. When the great observatory in Chichen Itza was illuminated by the sun's rays, a community of priests gathered to celebrate the sky's promise. Their tradition teaches that each individual story is part of a larger, ongoing narrative. Motivational insight. Your personal phoenix is not a solitary event, it is part of a continuum that can inspire others. The more you share the flame, the more the world lights up. Concrete application. Host a small workshop or share a post that details your journey of belief and rebirth. Encourage others to reflect on their own sparks and let them ignite theirs. Conclusion. The phoenix is reborn not only in the one who rises, but in all who witness the ascent, thus weaving a tapestry of collective resilience and hope. Call to action. If you are moved to spread the flame, like this video, share it and subscribe. Let us build a community that rises together. Reflective question. What legacy will you leave for those who look up at your phoenix and seek to ignite their own fire? Philosophy spotlight. Stoicism, the discipline of the inner fire. Stoicism is the ancient Greek philosophy that teaches resilience through discipline, clarity of mind, and acceptance of fate. Marcus Aurelius, the wise emperor, recorded in his Meditations that the world is as it desires, and our role is to align our will with its flow. By acknowledging what we can and cannot control, we free our minds from unnecessary suffering, allowing the inner flame to burn steady regardless of external conditions. Simple terms, think of the wind outside a campfire. If you ignore the wind and just keep the fire alive, you never learn how to keep it burning. Stoicism asks that you learn to watch the wind, understand its patterns, and shape your fire so it thrives. Historical figure, Seneca the Younger, a Stoic philosopher and advisor to Nero. He famously wrote that, "It is not that we have a short life, but that we waste much of it." His letters to Lucilius remind us that the most powerful weapon we possess is our own thoughts. Lessons for modern success. 1. Accepting what is out of reach reduces frustration. In business, this means focusing on performance metrics you control, effort, skills, and strategy, rather than market fluctuations. 2. Practice daily reflection. Aurelius and Seneca both suggested journaling to examine emotions, actions, and progress, a habit that sharpens self-belief. 3. Embrace adversity as a teaching tool. Stoics see misfortune as an opportunity to develop virtue. Modern professionals can view setbacks as data for growth rather than judgment. Connecting to Phoenix rising. The Stoics' calm in the face of the hurricane mirrors the Phoenix's resilience. The inner fire does not need to roar, but to stay steadily burning. When the wind threatens to consume you, you learn the art of keeping the flames alive, allowing self-belief to become as enduring as the mythic bird. Takeaway: cultivate a Stoic mindset by acknowledging control, reflecting daily, and reframing obstacles, and you will forge a self-belief that rises like the phoenix and remains alight through any storm. Conclusion of the Philosophy Spotlight. Stoicism offers not just philosophical comfort, but tactical tools for the modern age. By integrating its discipline into our daily routines, we give the phoenix within us a stronger, cleaner flame, one that can navigate the fierce winds of contemporary life. Call to action. If you feel called to deepen your Stoic practice, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more guided sessions on self-belief and resilience. Final reflective question for the entire series. As you step forward, How will you keep the inner phoenix alive, ensuring that every rebirth is ever brighter than the last?